The university was really beautiful, and the town was a really nice town with really friendly people.
People just stop on the street, ask you if you're alright and give you directions.
I think that's one of the key things which help us as international students coming from so far away from our own country. Is that sense people making you feel comfortable here, people making you feel homely here. I think that's a really key thing that Sheffield offers people.
I kept on being surprised every day with really interesting discoveries about the city, the people and the university.
Basically you get everything that you get in a major city, but small town feel to it. So it's really nice. You get all the big things and you get the small things as well.
In comparison to London and other places, yes, very cheap.
It's quite cheap living in Sheffield compared to those international big cities.
It's a greener city in UK, so that's really something that a lot of people are quite attracted to.
Coming from Dubai, before I came here, Dubai was a desert, and I thought I really want to switch from desert to somewhere a bit more green.
It's enchanting to watch greenery all around the place.
Sometimes I would just take the bus and go to the Peak District and have a walk around that areas, and it's very refreshing, I think.
Peak District is probably one of the nicest places to go in the UK. It's absolutely beautiful.
10-minute walk and you're in the heart of the peaks.
It's green and it's a nice place to calm yourself down after a long day of work.
I couldn't tolerate living in London. It was too crowded, too busy. And I found Sheffield a peaceful and quiet city.
London seems to be so packed with people, but in Sheffield, there's so much space and there's so much... Everyone seems to be more relaxed in Sheffield.
Well, Sheffield is rated as one of the safest cities in the UK.
They say it's a safe city, but it really is a safe city to live in.
I certainly feel a lot safer walking back in Sheffield than I do in other big cities.
It seems like it's a very good place to be because you can catch a train to Manchester, where you can fly out to places within the UK as well as within the rest of Europe.
There's a lot of nice cities around the area you can go visit. Manchester, York, Liverpool, even London isn't that far away, for example, by train.
The transport system here is very good. We have coaches, we have trains that can take us to anywhere we want to go.
You can get north to Edinburgh and to Scotland within 3 hours, and over to Manchester and Manchester Airport and out of the country within about an hour and a half. So it's very centrally located, very convenient for both domestic and international travel.
Good bus services, good train services, and you can walk almost anywhere in Sheffield you need to get to, so it's a very convenient city in that way.
The museums in Sheffield are really good.
The new museum at Western Park.
And those Millennium galleries.
I like the cathedral. It's really amazing and beautiful inside.
For the sports lovers, there's actually the Sheffield United and the Sheffield Wednesday stadiums.
Recently City Hall's just been renovated, so it's really fantastic out there. They've got 2 really nice fountains. It's quite a nice place to just sort of go, maybe grab some lunch.
There's botanical gardens, which is nice if you just like to relax in a green space.
I'd definitely say the winter gardens. They've sort of built this big garden inside and it's got a wishing well and everything. And And then you walk out and you've got the Peace Gardens as well.
The Peace Gardens, I really like the Peace Gardens. I go there almost every Sunday.
The Sheffield Peace Gardens, where there's a really good, magnificent fountain.
There's fountains everywhere. It's just really nice to go. They've got grass so you can sit around.
Also a big fan of the theatres in Sheffield, the Crucible and the Lyceum, which put on some really fantastic things.
If you just walk around the city centre, you always find something to suit your taste.
Depends what you want to do, but I mean, there's Broomhill. There's lots of kind of traditional pubs around Broomhill which you can go to.
Bawan and the Interval to just chill over a cup of coffee.
Bawan's a good place to meet everybody before you go on a night out.
There's a salsa society that does evenings like that.
Yeah, there's a pool place. It's got loads of pool tables there and everything. It's called the Common Room. It's near Victoria Hall.
I'm also very active in my church in Sheffield, so most times I spend my spare time, doing things for church and things like that.
The union is basically for the students, by the students.
They have a careers advice centre, job shop, property with us.
You got the steer travel, cheap prices for students. You got a big cinema.
The university has cinema nights in the auditorium every week for just £1, which is really good, and they play really new movies.
I'd seen some Hindi movies with some friends who never understood Hindi movies, Bollywood movies, so that was a good experience.
There are so many computers around the union that you never have trouble finding one that's free.
They've got Coffee Revolution, which is a good place to chill out, to relax during the day.
There are 3 or 4 bars and restaurants and takeaways and Nats West Bank. You never get bored in Student Union.
There's always something you can do. There's pub nights, quiz nights, movie nights.
And places to study, of course, let's not forget about studying.
The Students' Union basically caters to almost anything that you're interested in.